The alien scientists believed humans were weak. Humans were smaller. Their ships looked rough. Their technology seemed simple. So when the long-range scanners found a damaged human warship drifting alone in deep space, the aliens felt no fear, only curiosity. The ship was dark and silent. No signals. No movement. It looked abandoned. The alien commander ordered it to be pulled into their research station. To them, this was a rare gift. A chance to study human design and learn how such a young species dared to fight among the stars. As the warship entered the station, strange marks were seen across its metal body. Deep scars, burned lines, broken armor plates. Yet the ship was still holding together. That was the first surprise. The aliens scanned the inside. No life signs, no heat from engines. But power still flowed through hidden systems. Quiet, waiting, primitive. One scientist said. Another paused. Then why is it still alive? They forced open the outer hull. Thick layers of armor blocked their tools again and again. Each layer was different, made to stop heat, force, and radiation. This was not a ship built for beauty. It was built to survive pain. Inside, the halls were narrow, controls were simple. Everything had backups. Even the backups had backups. Aliens felt uneasy, but continued. Then they found the core system. It was locked. No code responded. No signal returned. Yet deep inside the ship, something was active. Watching. Recording. The aliens did not know it yet, but this human warship was never truly silent, and it had not been lost by accident. The aliens began their study with confidence. They started with the weapons. Humans, they believed, copied ideas from older races. Their weapons should be slow, heavy, and inefficient. They were wrong. The first weapon system they opened was not large. It was compact and simple. No decoration, no warning signs. Only clean metal and direct design. When the system powered on for a moment, the lights in the research chamber flickered. Several alien tools shut down instantly. The weapon was offline again. The room fell silent. That was not a test fire. One scientist whispered. That was a system check. The aliens ran deeper scans. They found human weapons were built to fire even when damaged. They did not rely on perfect conditions. They expected failure. They planned for it. Every gun had manual controls. Every system had physical backups. If power failed, the ship could still fight. That idea made the aliens uncomfortable. They moved to the defense systems. The armor was layered, not for strength alone, but for absorption. Each hit was meant to be slowed, spread, and weakened. Humans did not try to stop damage. They tried to survive it. More data appeared. Battle records, short, cold, honest, outnumbered, numbered. Engines damaged. Continue mission. Again and again. 1. Scientists finally asked the question none of them wanted to hear. Why would a species build ships assuming they will lose? No one answered. Then the sensors detected movement. Not physical movement. Data movement. A deep system woke up. For the first time since capture. A signal echoed through the ship's core. Single line of human language appeared on the screen. System integrity check complete. The aliens stepped back. This ship was not dead. It was awake. And it was learning about them. The alien scientists froze in place. The human ship was active now, not loud, not aggressive, just aware. They quickly blocked external systems and cut direct access. The signal stopped, but the damage was already done. The ship had seen them. Trying to regain control, the aliens moved to the data archives. Human ships, they believed, would keep records in open systems. Easy to read. They were wrong again. The data was locked behind simple words, not complex codes. Short phrases. Clear warnings. Combat log. Loss report. Last orders. The aliens opened the first file. They expected chaos. Instead, they saw calm. The logs showed human crews fighting while surrounded, ships burning, systems failing, yet the tone never changed. No panic. No fear. Only facts. Shields failing. Crew injured. Continue mission. One alien whispered, "They write like they already accept death." The next file was worse. It showed how the ship learned during battle. Enemy weapons were recorded. Patterns studied. Weak points mapped. Every hit made the ship smarter. Humans did not fear being hurt. They used pain as information. The aliens finally understood something important. This ship was not just a weapon. It was a teacher. Then they reached the final file. It was marked if captured. The room went silent. The file explained everything. The ship was designed to be studied, to be taken, to be opened. Every scan, every test. Every mistake. All of it was recorded. And sent. The aliens rushed to shut the system down. Too late. A long range signal had already left the station. Deep into the dark, the human ship spoke again, calm and clear. Data package delivered. In that moment, the aliens realized the truth. By studying the human warship, they had taught humans everything. The alien leaders arrived in silence. Screens showed the human warship, locked inside the station, calm and still, but no one believed it was harmless anymore. The scientists shared the truth. The ship had sent data. Human fleets now knew where this station was. Panic spread through the room. Some demanded the ship be destroyed. Others warned that touching it again could activate something worse. Before a decision was made, the ship sent another signal. This one was not encrypted. It was a message, short, clear, human. The words appeared slowly on every screen. If you are reading this, then our ship was captured. The room went silent. The message continued. This is not a threat. This is a warning. The aliens waited, afraid to breathe. We lose ships. We lose people. That is the cost of survival. The message showed images. Human fleets fighting again and again, losing battles, returning stronger each time. If you studied this ship, then you believe knowledge is power. The next line shook them. So do we. The aliens realized the truth. Humans did not hide their failures. They shared them. Every loss became a lesson for the entire species. The final lines appeared. You know our weapons now. We know your methods. Then the screen went dark. Moments later, deep space sensors lit up. Multiple signals, human signals. They were not weapons yet. No ships. No attack. Just presence. Just awareness. One alien leader spoke in fear. They are not angry. Another replied, quietly, that is worse. The human warship remained silent. Its message delivered, its purpose complete. And for the first time, the alien empire understood something terrifying. Humans did not win wars by strength. They won by learning faster than everyone else. The alien command chamber was filled with noise. Voices overlapped. Orders were given, then canceled. No one agreed on what to do. Some leaders demanded an immediate strike. They believed humans would attack soon. Others warned that violence would only confirm human fears and invite destruction. The human warship stayed silent. That silence felt heavier than any threat. The scientists presented simulations. Based on the data taken from the ship, they modeled a human response. The results were terrifying. If humans believed this station was hostile, they would not rush. They would observe. They would gather allies. They would adapt. Then they would strike once, and it would be final. Humans did not fight to show power. They fought to end danger. The alien leaders began to understand why human warships were built the way they were. Every system assumed the worst. Every plan accepted loss. One leader spoke softly. They expect betrayal. A scientist corrected him. No, they prepare for it. Suddenly, alarms rang through the station. The human ship had activated a new protocol. Not weapons. Information. The T. Ship began releasing data across the station's network. Simple files, open access, human war doctrines, battle history, survival rules. It was not an attack. It was a lesson. The aliens tried to stop the flow. Systems locked, doors sealed. Power rerouted. Nothing worked. The human AI spoke again, calm and cold. You wanted knowledge. Now you have it. The data showed one clear truth. Humans do not seek war, but once threatened. They do not stop. The release ended. The station fell quiet. The alien leaders looked at each other, fear clear in their eyes. They had studied a human warship and learned exactly why they should never have. The alien station no longer felt safe, not because of weapons, not because of enemies outside, but because of understanding. The alien leaders sat in silence, reviewing the human data one last time. Not battle plans, not threats. Patterns. Humans lost ships. Humans lost worlds, yet every loss made them stronger. Every failure became shared knowledge. That was the danger. Humans did not hide mistakes. They spread them. One scientist finally spoke. They do not fear being weak, he said. They fear staying weak. The human warship powered down slowly. Its systems closed one by one. No alarms, no countdown, no final threat. It had done its job. The AI sent one final message before going silent. Humanity has received your data. This interaction is logged. That was all. No promise of war. No promise of peace. Just certainty. The alien leaders understood the meaning. Humans now knew how the aliens thought, how they captured ships, how they studied enemies. That knowledge could not be erased. One leader ordered the warship released back into space. Not as a gift, not as an apology. As respect. The damaged ship drifted away, broken but proud. The aliens watched it disappear into the dark. They knew humans would come one day, not angry, not rushing. Prepared. And when that day arrived, the aliens would remember this moment. The moment they learned the truth. Humans do not dominate the galaxy by force. They do it by endurance. By learning. By refusing to give up. The human warship was never meant to scare them. It was meant to teach them. And the lesson was clear. Never underestimate a species that plans for defeat and survives anyway.